Well, well, well. Welcome to the Architects of Fate streaming extravaganza. That's right. You found the self-proclaimed original Twitch TTRPG stream that lets you shake up our world. Now pay attention because this is how it works. If you'd like to add some loops to this roller coaster ride of a show, you're gonna need fate chips. Now these magical loyalty points can be earned just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or just engaging with us in the chat. It's like free money, people. With your fate chips, you can use your powers as an architect to heal your favorite players, summon items that will make their adventure a lot easier, or a lot harder. You can even make players say or sing outrageously silly things. Think of those possibilities. But wait. There is more. You can also toss our unsuspecting heroes into random encounters that will leave them sweating, strategizing, and questioning their life choices. All it takes is a quick redeem command in the chat. You choose the item or action and the player you want to mess with, and we'll take it from there. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourselves for a mind-blowing spectacle of storytelling and mayhem. We've got adventure, we've got drama, and more surprises than a clown car at a kid's birthday party. So let's go!
One Jane, and the other one is going to be Ruby.
Okay, we've got Sarah Jane and Ruby are in the house because I turned on the speaker thing just as Paul was talking about things. Hey, hello, and welcome all you Architects of Fate and lovers of cats. Okay, and not the musical, and definitely not that movie, the movie that dare not speak its name. So we're going to, we're going to hold that over your heads. You can guess the cat's names if you were listening. But welcome to Star Trek Adventures Back in Business. And tonight we are going to enjoy Star Trek from the point of view of the Ferengi. And the Ferengi, you can call them criminals, you can call them crude, you can call them greedy, but never, ever underestimate them. The galaxy is putting itself together after the Dominion War, and the 1,000-year-old Ferengi Alliance is undergoing shifts with the ascension of Grand Nagus Rom. The old ways of rampant greed and misogyny are giving way to new ways of shared ambition, open markets, and just mild sexual harassment in the workplace. Hey, let me see. Super Cam, thanks for your Tier 1 subscription. Skate Deck, holy cats, you've been hanging out for a while. And thank you so much for that. 32 months. And you're subscribed. That means I think you're paying, right? The Fishman. Yeah, you guys are. Oh, yeah. Fishman subscribed with Prime. So.
Thanks, Jeff.
So we got all that. Anyway, we're going to look in on our merry band of profiteers and their acquaintances. As we plunge into Star Trek Back in Business. And I'm going to bring up our map, and I'm going to accidentally show you what you guys were thinking you were going to do next week, but not right now. So what I'm going to do is go down the line, and everybody just kind of quick rundown and things that people can skip if they've watched the show before. We still have time to pee, people. All right, so first off is Chelpuck, or Paul.
Yeah, I'm Paul. So I'm getting less new at this. It's been fun. But I am playing two characters. One is Noit, who is an Orion, and he's kind of on the run from the Orion Syndicate with his buddy, Dravak. And you'll learn about him later. And also Gorath, who is a Danubian. He's the engineer of the ship and also loves to collect music and musical instruments. And his wife is on the ship, Lyra, and you'll learn more about her later. So that's me.
Okay, Dave. DM Dave, no, not that one.
Hi there, I'm DM Dave. I am here as sort of a pity case, I think, as I know essentially nothing about Star Trek, but I'm glad to be here anyway. I'm playing Kash Dash, the captain of this bag of ragamuffins. We're on the hunt for platinum and any kind of bits and bobs I can scrape into my cargo hold and resell down the line. And Pafil, who knows better than everyone and is going to make this stupid ship run better than it ever has.
Okay.
I don't know what he does on the ship other than that.
Does he do? Well, I like the idea that you have to pick your notes to see what money is. I think we
No,
got
that was
you
just
a big bunch
that
of
was
note
going.
cards.
I had Lyra in my head because we just said Lyra out loud, and I was like, it's not that. That's
Oh, it's
Greek or something.
oh, you've got to be allowed to
Italian
stage
money,
when
yeah.
someone just hands you a line. Hey, Lathan, what did you review Glitch
Bitch.
for? We may or may not do that. That might be an interesting situation. He
There may be shortly upcoming plans.
Yeah, actually, Goliath Man, we're gonna defer. We're gonna do what's called an architect metaverse deferral. Dave, if you want to do something where you just hop in, do something, and leave, we could do that. Or do you want to save that?
I don't know. We'll figure something out.
We'll
At
figure it
some
out.
point,
I'm going
at
to
some
trust
point, the
you.
glitch will be redeemed.
Yes,
But
and
there
I'm
might
gonna-
be something else that happens first.
Yeah, and I'm gonna definitely go. Yeah, that's a player choice thing. Okay, and let me see, Cam. Sorry, we interrupted you with all the cool stuff.
That's okay. I like being interrupted by cool stuff because I'm not cool stuff. I'm Cam. I am playing Lyra, who is the essentially the chief medical officer of the ship. She is the spouse of Gorath, and she currently is down in the sick bay pondering what the heck is going on with Phil's physiology. And I'm also playing Vladivok Fex, who is a Felangi dealer in 24th century equivalent to steroids, muscle building pills. He tried to muscle in, speaking of muscles, on the Orion Syndicate, and he used Noit as kind of his in man, and they ended up running afoul of the Syndicate, so they both took off, and now he and Noit hired on as cargo lifters and bodyguards for Kash Dash. And right now, Dravok is kind of PO'd at Noit for not carrying his weight around here.
Okay. Oh my God, this is gonna get weird. And where we left off with three potential cliffhangers. Whoops, three. That's these hands. Three potential cliffhangers. We have the crew back on the ship trying to put the ship back together, which is just full of light comedy. we have Noit facing off against two weird entities, which he has sensed, which he sussed out to be some sort of ancient artificial intelligences that are suspended in a cave. And then we have Kash Dash and who else? I forget.
Dravok and the
Kash Dash, Dravok,
alien
and
lady.
the alien lady, who are all also there for, who are also trying to pursue Noit to find out what's going on, because I have better players than I deserve because I gave you no reason to go find this guy. But it would be what happened if what happened if the Nazis got the Ark is one of those plot points. So what would you guys like to try and do? Okay, I somehow
We
got
should try and fix the ship.
All right, you want to go to fix the ship first?
Let's fix the ship.
Yeah,
my
Phil's
phone
got
Let's
some
fix this shit.
ideas.
Phil's got some ideas. Okay, I'm gonna bring my voice
I'm
mod
sure
up
he does.
just a little. Thanks, Glathman. I was I hate to say it, I was off. I was a little overpowering last time. Not just my personality, but my voice too. So we're gonna do the fix the ship thing, is what I heard.
Yeah.
I-
let's
What you
do
heard?
that.
What was the phrase? I heard people at a bus stop. Yeah, this is exactly what we heard. We have all been on that stage, and it is horrible. Okay, so as I recall, we got Phil down here. Gorath and Lyra are upstairs, and then there's deck C. Let me see. Yeah, I got deck A, deck B, and deck C. So we're all set with your decks.
Actually,
yes.
wasn't Gorath was running that that drone, right? Or did
Uh,
we
Yeah,
land
because
it?
there's the drone in the picture.
yeah, I think it was
You're correct.
catching bees or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were trying to like boost the communications.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and I forgot whether we succeeded or not on that. I
I
think if it
don't know
went
that we
very
ever got
slowly.
to that point. did
Yeah, I
we?
think that was
I
our
don't think we
cliffhanger.
really got to it. No.
We switched over to the outside people fighting the rat.
Yep.
So I think we got the drone airborne, but I don't recall what happened with the comms.
Wait, I have to go back and give somebody a picture of DM Dave. So it's up to you what you want to. I'm going to do one where he's just doing tobacco. Yeah. No, the other one? I'm sorry, bro. I don't know what the other one is.
Other one.
What other one? There is no other one.
There he is.
There he is. Oh, Phil? That one?
I don't know. That was a new one.
Oh, there is also the good one
Wanker.
here, which is
Ah,
where
there
you're,
it
you're
is.
basically one of the kids in the hall. In my opinion. I am, however, going
Yeah,
to,
I see it. I see
I
it.
am, however, going to do this one, which is like when you're at the DMV.
Yep.
That's the dead inside picture. I'm gonna make.
That
I'm
is
gonna make a
pretty
picture.
close to my DMV picture.
Yes.
Dead inside.
Dead inside. Dead me vessel, I think would be the thing. Yes. Screenshot it. Okay. We're in trouble. We can get you bigger versions of that. That's fine.
The high res.
So yeah,
For
you've
price.
got you're sending out the not in 4K. Yeah, it's a 720 pixel picture.
At best.
Do some AI upscaling. Speaking of AI upscaling, the little bug thing, the thing that collects, if I remember, collected bees. If I remember right, it was just the most bumbling little thing that was going out slowly, out into the planescape.
Yes.
Was it trying to do anything else, Gorath? I mean, I think you were just trying to get to the other ship, right?
Yeah, we were just
Because it couldn't do anything.
yeah,
except
just trying
where
to
where Butterfly
make a
went.
communication contact.
Okay, and what I'd like to do is
yeah.
immediately. Oh, sorry, what?
No.
Up. I'm just waiting for what 5d20. All right, there. I'm just gonna get the night off to a good roll and start by having Dave make a roll in a minute. Okay, Garth, you're heading out there. What I'd like to see is a probably just engineering and control to pilot this bugger, or either engineering and control or con and control.
Yeah, we'll go with engineering and control.
Okay.
It's the best chance here.
Yep. Let's give it just a 1 just to make sure that you can maintain contact with this thing, because there are all kinds of unusual electromagnetic spectra going on,
Right. Okay.
things like that.
Okay.
So this is just to kind of keep it together, because this is a piece of. I think you also did some improvising on the device itself to get it where it needed to go, to get it to have a signal booster on it, and to make sure all that's kind of working as you're sending it out.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Okay.
Just give me you just need one success.
Okay, so I rolled a 20.
You did, huh?
I rolled a 20
You brought your D
and
and
a 4.
you brought your D&D dice to a Star Trek game. So that
But I also rolled a 4.
you also rolled a
I
4.
don't know if it matters.
I ran over the fire hydrant, but
That parking spot.
got my parking spot. Yeah, but you got the
But my car is amphibious.
yeah, but my car. So we're just gonna throw a consequence in that. Yeah. So what I can do is either take that as threat, or you can pick somebody to jerk you around.
Oh, who wants to jerk me around? That's always more fun.
I'm gonna throw
Anybody?
what, Dave? You want to do it?
It might.
Hmm.
This is a question that I had as Pavil. Does this ship have any exterior defenses or offensive defense? I suppose would be the phrase.
That's a good question. I think it has shielding, so it can stand up to like being smacked by an asteroid or
not
things like
now.
that.
Right
Might
now.
not anymore.
Not currently, but
I know it has something like you could think of them like 50 caliber machine guns.
Okay.
Which will work against like person and vehicle sized targets, but ship to ship it is pretty it's at the moment
we're
unarmed.
shooting peas.
Yeah, it's at the moment it's unarmed, but there
Well,
are mount
that
points
happens
for
to
it.
be, I think, what Pavil is working on at the moment.
Oh Jesus, Phil's trying to make an offensive weapon.
Oh no.
Okay,
Yeah.
there's a couple of ways to do it. There is in the Star Trek universe there are, and you can just decide out of science fiction. If you've got another idea out of science fiction, mostly there's essentially like you can think of them as missiles, beams, or just fucking hurling rocks at people. You know, guided missiles, unguided missiles, or just pew pews.
Ballistic.
And so he can work on
I
any
think
of them.
Whatever there would be, so probably whatever there would be, he's just trying to upgrade. Is the way he would put it.
Okay, so he's gonna try and take a 50 caliber machine gun and
Yeah,
put
make
a
it shoot
tank-
missiles.
Put a tank shell in it.
Turn it into a plasma rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's gonna try and take a bullet that's this big, and make it shoot something that big. Okay, I
But
like
first,
that.
I've got to make sure the thing works at all.
Oh fucking A. Yep, that's exactly what we do.
It's a concept.
Okay, I think I see where you're going with it.
Yeah.
No one cleared you. Yeah, there's a flying target out there. So Phil can test that out right now.
Let's see how his aim is.
That would be control
funny.
and con.
Roll and con. That's pretty good for old Pavil.
Now I'll say that the fuck up range is like 17 through 20 for this, because he's just kind of figuring it out.
That is 2 successes. That is a 10 and an 11.
Damn it. I'm gonna also do an evens and odds because I don't. Or even Dave evens odds or Pavil evens odds.
Evens.
Okay. Well, you can decide if you hit it or miss it.
I think it's a glade. It's not center mass, but maybe one of the bug screens
Okay. Yep.
is powder.
Yeah. So you are getting great telemetry back from this, and then suddenly, like half of the systems go out. You just get this little schematic, and it's like suddenly red dots start showing up on one side of the ship, or one side of the drone. You also
Okay.
notice that the lights dim. Lyra, are you doing anything important right now?
She was on the computer just looking at the anatomical scans she had to fulfill.
Okay.
The
Can you-
strange stuff she saw. But she's going to call down to Gorath and go, Gorath, did you have a power fluctuation where you are? We just had the lights kind of flicker here in the med bay.
Oh, I was gonna have that impact your scan analysis
Okay.
because this is a 20 I'm spreading around. Yeah, go ahead and roll some dooms on. What are you looking? Yeah, this is just the analysis because you've taken like 3 different scans and gotten 3 different answers off of Phil's head.
Yeah. If I'm trying to like collate anything that actually does match between the 3 scans, since
Okay.
everything seemed different each time, is there anything consistent at all?
So
that's what she's
medical
looking
and
for.
reason, please.
All right. Let's see. We got a reason of 7 and a medicine of 2. Wait, no, that's got to be Draybot.
That would be
that's
Draybot.
Draybot. Yeah, I was like, how is she the chief
I'm being medical officer.
Right.
Well, everybody, medicine is usually the dump stat for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Medicine or security,
right.
surprisingly.
So 11 or less.
Wait, 11 rolls?
and
It's got to be higher than that.
Got 2 fails. No, that's what it says.
Wait, she has, what's her medicine?
She does have a focus of medicine.
Well, she has medicine and reason? Or she only gets an 11?
Her medicine is good. It's 4, but her reason is 7. Her insight's the higher one. She's more of an intuitive
She's an
healer.
intuitive doc. Oh, God.
She is a DO, not an MD.
I'm going to, oh, God. The homeopath. I'm gonna say.
Yeah, well, that's why she's not in Starfleet, right?
There you go.
Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna let you at some point, if you wish to course correct, Lyra, you're totally welcome to. But this is good. Yeah, she has a focus in that, so she did get 2 successes, right?
No, she got a success and a 19 fail.
19
So
fail.
I don't. You didn't say that the complication range was.
I'm gonna say
bad.
that the power aspect screwed that up. Paul,
Okay.
You go ahead and you pick whatever the scan complication is. What new conflicting piece of evidence does she have about Phil that Dave is going to have to take on board?
So that, let's see.
We already have.
I
We
gotta
have
think about this.
goopy bones and a decentralized brain
Yes.
Right.
so far.
So far. Oh, I'm glad you're keeping track.
Let's say that he has some kind of unused. No, that I don't know how to do that.
Oh, just sing it out if that. I mean, you can just.
So I'm thinking like something that doesn't look like it's active in his scan, like it's not really doing anything.
Like an appendix kind of thing.
So there's something that's a big question mark. Like,
literally.
What is that for?
Vestigial.
I think literally it's a big question mark.
Is it? Yeah, like
There you go.
Is it a
the size of a basketball in his chest? It's a huge organ that makes no sense and does nothing.
okay? And I thought it could be activated somehow. That might like come in the future or something. That might.
Oh yeah, no, I
funny.
love it. I love that it's something inside, and it's unscannable because of course it's a plot point, so it can't be easily resolved with a die roll.
Yeah, it could be an appendix, or
it could be
or not. Maybe
it could be a freaking footnote. It could be
a second brain. I don't know.
I like. Oh, fuck yeah, you're coming up with some really good ideas. Luckily, I have to just be the GM, and I don't get to do the fun shit like you guys do, deciding shit for your characters. There's now yet another thing. Just as the glitch, as the power fluctuates, the scan resonates and shows this giant mass inside of Phil that you missed on the first scan, the second scan, and the third scan. But when you combine them all in a meta-analysis, and then you can throw some science shit behind this, because I know you can, you decide what the particular adjustments needed to be, either on a domain or a wavelength or an analysis, and you can explain it to Garth, because Garth thinks that shit. But when you look at all the scans individually, it isn't there.
Okay.
And you don't know whether
it's just like only when I do some sort of 3D holographic creation of his whole system that this kind of assembles itself and appears.
Only
Yep,
when you
and-
unfocus your eyes and kind of look past it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And the worst part is that you try and recreate it and you can't.
Okay.
So either you're crazy or something.
All right. Well, I'll keep the I'm crazy part to myself.
Complications seem to have happened.
I'm gonna report to Gorath about the power fluctuation and then say,
Mhm.
I think our new friend is even more bizarre than I originally thought.
Really? Well, that's interesting. But yeah, the power fluctuation did indeed happen, and it's
Can you make a
not my doing
can you
as
make
far
a,
as I'm concerned.
by the way, can you make a daring and con roll, please?
Me?
Yes. I'm sorry. Gorath, could Gorath make a daring and con roll? Because right now, little space bug 1 is kind of spiraling at this point.
Okay.
You know, it's spiraling
Ooh.
faster than a trust fund, a trustafarian.
Ooh.
Who's
I
been
rolled
told
a
no.
1.
Son of a bitch.
Sweet.
All right. What was the other roll?
I
20?
don't know. I haven't checked yet.
Oh, okay.
And a miss. So
And a miss.
I had a
Okay. Crit success.
17. So that was
So you got
just
2 successes. You have recovered the craft. It didn't. It just skidded along the ground. Is back up, and it appears that the because it was minor, it appears that it's going to take a lot more challenge to fly, but it still looks like it'll probably do telemetry, and probably still succeed at trying to radio as a booster.
Okay.
But it's going to be a bitch and a half to fly.
Okay. No, so it's not something that I can say, okay, maintain.
Yeah, it won't be autopiloted, which
Altitude
kind of sucks. Yeah. Now you can just bring it back if you want, or you can kind of try and keep going.
Well, what if where it's at, can we try and send a communication out through it?
Yeah, you're just about. It'll take a couple of more saving throws to get it
Okay.
to essentially to the
Into
other
position?
Yeah, it'll get it because you're going out to where the other ship is supposed to be. To
Right.
kind of build a link because she wasn't able to link to her own ship.
Right. Okay.
If I recall correctly. Hey Phil, what are you doing? You just blasted. Yeah, you can take this from wherever you felt that, wherever the spirit drives you.
I think Phil is heading downstairs to see if Gorath has anything he can use to adjust the sights on this weapon. The targeting.
Okay, I want to see how hard it is that Gorath is doing his drone piloting shit. I also, he's gonna have to pass your station, Lyra, so you'll hear him come down the stairs if you all want to get into the same place.
I am very quiet.
Except when you're pestering him for shit.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry. I was going to assume that you were going to be like, asking for things.
Oh yeah. I'll come down and say, Gorath, I need to use your tools. The target.
Engineers don't like to loan out their tools.
Oh, it'll just be for a second.
What are you doing?
I'm working on the targeting systems upstairs. They're bunk.
Targeting systems for what?
Or the defenses were marooned on a strange moon. I figured it would be beneficial to have protection.
I can agree with that.
So
We
I
don't-
was doing some target practice, and the ballistics upstairs lean just a little bit to the left.
The only problem is we don't have targeting systems.
Well, that explains it.
So
There's going to be he cracks his knuckles. Actually, he doesn't crack; they just bend like a hot dog's.
What would?
he
Oh
bends.
God! What would the? I'm going to say that his knuckles sound like xylophone. Yeah, something along those lines. Which I'm
I was
gonna just put
picturing the
everything.
hot dog fingers.
Yeah,
Oh, I like hot dog
gets
fingers
Lyra
will
to
work
poke
too.
her.
Yeah, I like the
Lyra
idea of
pokes her head around the corner and goes, "Was that a xylophone I heard?"
either a
No,
xylophone
I
or
was.
a slide whistle. Yeah.
And he's just cracking my knuckles. And he does the same thing with his toes. But it goes down.
Wow.
Is he barefoot?
Can he fold his toes together to do it?
Yeah, he does.
That would be great.
Folds
So
his long, prehensile toes together.
Is Phil is going to be barefoot on the ship, right?
Oh, all the time.
Okay, got
Dorith,
it.
you,
Oh, yeah,
you
that's
should
cool.
He's a
you
barefoot
should
guy.
sample. You should sound sample some of those noises he makes, and we could implement them as a background instrument in some of our musical performances.
Okay, just give me some
Um,
warning. I need to build up some fluid.
Yeah.
Hey, so I have an idea.
I'm putting Lyra into the
for
environment.
Yeah,
the
she'll
lack
go
of
in
a
there.
targeting system.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Could we, Dr. Twitch, can we
I'm just like whatever you guys want to do.
figure out something that would, instead of targeting, like help us get, like let us know if we have a lock on a target. So instead of it targeting for us, we do the targeting manually, but then maybe some kind of system where it tells us, yes, indeed, you have a fairly good chance of hitting the target, because I don't know if I'm being very clear.
It's a
Yeah,
little.
so
would-
it's sort of like a confirmation device, not a target.
Yeah.
device.
I would prefer that personally because I enjoy the thrill of the kill.
Oh God.
And the hunt, because you got to hunt.
Yeah.
Yes, and knowing it's my fingers. Do-do-do-do, and that pull
Yeah.
the trigger.
I do like that whenever your fingers move now, you have to make a musical sound.
So like maybe we could have some kind of like scanner that we put on the weapon that will send out a signal, and it returns and lets us know that, oh yes, you have it on site. I don't know.
It's called sonar, but okay, I kind of
Well,
thought that's
yeah,
how
but-
work. So basically, you want it
Yeah.
I
to
was
go.
waiting for that to come back.
You want it, yeah. Oh, that was all right. Fuck it. You guys
You know,
get
like,
you guys
like
get a
you're-
point
you're-
of momentum
You're trying to
for
get
that.
a lot. You're trying to
Hold on.
aim at something.
I need Dave made a funny. At least I think that was intentional. If it wasn't, it was worth two. Okay, sorry. So so basically whenever you somehow decide, you're playing 20 questions with your gun sight is what I'm hearing. Is that it?
Yeah.
Nope. Is that it? Yep. Is that it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I think
Oh, that's absolutely the most annoying
It's-
way to make that device.
instead of like shooting blindly, it'll give you some feedback, like, dude, you're not even close.
I like it being a really
Aim better.
encouraging gun sight that says, "Good job! Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
and
good
we can-
job, good job!" Oh,
It
that
can be
is.
really snide.
Almost had them.
I think that's what Phil will engineer into it.
I'm on it.
But so Garth, the dumb. Can I backfill a physical reason for fucking doing this, because what you're doing is weird. So you want to not let the enemy know it's being targeted until
Right.
you're ready to go. Like where you get the
Yeah.
warning, like, sir, they've locked weapons. You want to avoid
Right.
any of that locked weapons chance.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I definitely like that, and I like that Phil will do it with a some sort of an AI encouragement, and it will be in his voice.
Yeah.
Oh, I was already saying I'll record all the syllables for that.
Oh
Whatever
yeah,
it takes.
yeah. That's I like.
Yeah, you could say like,
Yep.
nice shot. Do you want a barn door to aim at?
Yeah. Oh god, this is gonna be good. You could probably look up a bunch of Southern aphorisms, if you wanted. You know, that wouldn't hit a polecat with a stick or some just stupid. They better be nonsensical. Get the
You're not going to
get
hit
the
any
Zen generator.
womp rats with that effort.
Yeah. So I like that Phil's going to do that, and I think that you could probably, Cash Dash will probably market this as an arcade game later, because it is a work for hire under Ferengi Commerce.
Oh yeah, totally.
So yeah, Phil, you've got some tools now, and an idea, and I am looking forward to what's going to happen.
Yeah, I hand him some chips, and some, a sonic adjusting torque wrench, and
Okay.
and some various things.
How about a space?
I take it with
blade?
my feet.
Take it with your
Oh.
feet. Oh God, you
Yeah.
could walk on your hands too, just to keep things going. Hey GM, I'm sorry, I forgot that GM's in here. Yeah, complications have come hot and heavy, and Phil has new physiology that we have to account for. So Lyra, were you actually actively trying to rescan Phil, or
Yeah,
just ask about the glitches, or what?
Well, unfortunately, my Skype crashed right when I said we can use my medical Feinberger as part of the sonar thing. And then when I held that out, I did a quick surreptitious scan specifically for that organ to see if I could locate it.
Okay. What I'll need is a let's see, medical and daring, because
Ooh,
that's
daring.
the sleight of
I'm actually
hand,
better.
so-
I'm actually better at daring in medicine than I am at reason in medicine.
I think we've
So
got
I'm
a
a
real handle
sneaky.
on.
I am a sneaky, intuitive homeopath.
You're
Ooh,
everything
Well, at least you're not a
I
sociopath.
rolled-
you
I
are
rolled a
everything I would
one.
expect of a more Majoran medical person, to be honest.
Yeah, because they had to sneak around a lot.
All they had to
during the
do,
Cardassian
they
occupation.
were they weren't,
And they certainly couldn't access all of the medical records because the Cardassians probably prevented them from owning books.
Mhm. Oh yeah, no, I definitely think that this falls in line with them being competent, but in different ways.
Yeah, exactly.
So
All right,
yeah,
so
that's why
I
you're
rolled
on-
3 successes because I got a 1. So
Damn
I
it.
got a 1 and a 14, so 3 successes altogether.
All right. Yeah, so definitely. Oh, by the way, as just a general aside on the way that Star Trek can be hacked, if you guys want to describe how you're attacking the problem, you don't have to wait for me to call out
Okay.
the combo. You can force the game to your will. So that way you can say, well, I'm doing it in a reckless manner, or I'm doing it in a thoughtful manner, and that way you can I think you kind of built your characters already around it, around your personalities and your approaches. So don't wait for me to do that necessarily. I saw that on a podcast this morning, and I thought, damn it, I should be doing more of that. I'm working too hard already. I have to do screen grabs. I have to talk. So yeah, you've got it. I was gonna say it was like 3 or 4 successes. So you've definitely you're seeing like I mean, there's stuff there, and there's organs where organs should be. He's like a biped. He's got the intestines. He's got all of these things, but they're also in the same spot that the guts are, or that the questionable organ is. And the questionable organ, when you scan his intestines and
Quantum?
things, they're quantumed. They're quantum organs. We'll do that. But no,
Okay.
but basically,
Are they quantumly entangled organs?
oh God, that's gross.
I
That
know.
would be the R-rated show. The no, actually, it's interesting because where his he scans and has these organs. He has intestines. He has 2 pancreases because he really wants to keep his sugar under control. But they don't register as functional. It's like he has one as a check mark that says, "Yep, has that organ." It's almost like the organ isn't functional, but it also, you can't scan the thing you thought you saw, but where it should be is like I don't know what you call it. You guys might have an idea, but it's like not camouflage, a veneer. A
It's for
veneer?
looks.
For looks, yeah. Thanks. I don't know if Phil will say that. Phil might have no idea about his physiology. This is going to be the best part
Oh,
about Phil.
absolutely not.
But yeah, so there's these organs are they're present, but when you looked deep, there was nothing happening there. There's nothing working. There was no gastromotility. It wasn't producing any enzymes. It wasn't doing any of the things that organ should do. But it definitely would pass a scan. So that's your mystery. Gorath, you've also got some kind of, your probe's gone out. You're getting back to this. You're actually at the point where you can establish communication to try and establish a link to the ship of the ambassador. And so to establish that, you're going to need either, some kind of electronics or engineering, and you can decide what you really want to try. Like for me, it would be like maybe engineering and reason. You've also scanned our technology, so you know kind of how our technology works. So it's not like a very difficult thing anymore to try and interface or
Engineering and reasoning is
okay.
reasonable.
Okay. I'd like you to pick off.
Okay.
Go ahead and pick that off. It should only be like 1 point, 1 success requirement.
Okay, that's first roll is a miss. Second roll is a hit.
Oh,
I have a hit.
I was hoping
I have 1
you
success.
sank my battle star. Yeah, you've linked up. You're starting to try and you're trying to do a little handshake protocol. Hi, how are you? Who are you? Hailing. You're doing hailing frequencies essentially.
Right, just kind of general.
You're still having some challenges with it. And you also start picking up some, there's a signal interfering with what you're trying to do. And it feels like, because you're also, it's like the sync up isn't quite happening, for you. There's some interference, and also there's something additionally alien about the handshake signal.
Okay. And now, can I tell if it's like something that seems more environmental or something more technological?
Okay.
Can I make any judgment on that?
Yeah, Phil, there's a thing called assist. If you want to be a Budinsky, you're totally welcome to, because that is your character. Gorath, if you're okay with that?
Absolutely. I was gonna say.
Okay, sorry about
Get my nose in.
I'm sorry. I keep forgetting how good you guys all are. So there's is it environmental or is it whatever? Environmental or the ship. Go ahead and do like, I think this would be some kind of analysis. Is he going to try and guess at it, or is he going to try and procedurally kind of walk through it?
Well, I mean,
it's like logically.
So I think
approach it logically.
I think it's an insight kind of thing.
Okay.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, I was thinking, he has a feeling about it or something.
Yeah. Like just by readings, he's getting the vibrations, and the how it mixes with the.
Yep. So let's go with
music of the spheres.
Yeah, let's go with insight and I was about to go exactly in there. I was going to go with your insight, and also what did we wind up using for your musical skill? I think it was command, and then we gave you a +2 in command if it was musical.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. It was command. Music performance.
Because I'm gonna take this game, and I'm just gonna take these rules and just.
Actually, it was we said +1.
+1. Okay,
it was a +1.
All right. Sorry. Thanks.
No, wait. No. It's +2. Sorry.
Are you sure you're just not taking advantage of my stupidity?
So one is performance.
Yes.
And then one is like
understanding and
sensing
insight.
or listening,
Mm-hmm.
analyzing.
So I'll give you
appreciation.
Appreciation. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'll go with a +2 on just overall. So yeah,
All
your
right. So insight and
command and insight.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
with a
All right.
a
Cool.
boost, an aspected command.
All right.
This is how
a
GURPS works,
good
people.
chance.
This is how GURPS works.
Okay, I have 1 success
Yes.
and I have 2 successes.
Okay. Phil, you're seeing him try and analyze a weird waveform, and it's like 2 or 3 waveforms. And so I don't know if Gorath has told you anything about anything. So far, nobody's put together the idea that the probe's been blasted by him. So I
I'm
think
shocked he didn't get called out on that as soon as he came down.
well, here's the thing. There's a schematic for the probe, and it's up to you whether or not you actually saw what you were aiming at, or if you were just aiming at a blip.
Now that Phil knows what they're doing, he's not going to fess up.
Okay. So he does recognize what he did.
Absolutely
But he did
not.
recognize what he did.
Yeah. Oh, he knows.
Okay.
He's now going to.
I think Gorath is, because he missed. He blundered. So I think he just thinks that, he did that on his own.
Yep. Okay.
It's like, oh, man, that was stupid.
Yeah, so Phil, you've got there's some unusual waveforms coming through, and you can relate this in my mind. You can relate it to like math or art or something organic, and it's however Phil would interpret like kind of a weird looking graph.
I think he's got. He likes to think he has an analytical brain.
Is he a math guy?
He likes to think he's a math guy.
Okay.
So he just reaches out and smears his greasy fingers all over the screen and goes, "Have you tried combining these two, and in this way?"
Okay. Let's go with reason and science.
Science. That's decent. That's a 13.
Holy crap. Okay. I have not looked at Phil's thing at all, so.
Don't need it. That's an 11. I got 1 success.
Okay.
11.
You do contribute to Gorath's attempt to decipher the situation. So, Gorath, you're seeing 2 problems. One, the handshake signal is weird. Because you start thinking about the people that built the handshake signal and how they communicate with each other. Because Gorath did the whole hand jive thing.
Right,
so
right.
That there's probably additional rhythmic layers. There's like maybe 2 or 3 levels to the handshake. And then part B, that handshake signal seems to also be interacting with or integrating with it's somehow interacting with some resonant it's not a magnetic field, but it's some sort of field being generated by the planet.
Okay.
So you have 2 things going on.
Okay.
I like how everybody's thinking.
So
shit,
our
the
ambassador isn't with us, right?
The ambassador is with the other
with
party.
us?
Yeah, the ambassador's with the other party, and they're out of comms range.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Because
Darn.
of course they fucking are. That's just a given. If it's important, you can't call them. But anyway, you're more worried about a new thing, but also if you're just trying to worry about one problem.
Right. I'm gonna in an attempt to make it whatever they might be receiving from our signal, I'm going to attempt a rhythmical tapping sequence, like almost like Morse code, where I'm going to make it very simple, but also complex enough that it's probably not natural. It's like you can tell that it's man-made, so to speak.
Okay.
So just to see if I can get a response back that acknowledges the fact that someone is trying to contact us through this means, and maybe if they help on the other side, we might be able to get through the magnetic disturbance.
The hoochie booch.
Does that make sense?
I think so. Yeah. So you're going to try and basically just establish a better hailing frequency. If I'm bottom lining this.
Yeah.
And you're assuming
and
that whatever the magnetic interference is, whatever the magnetic thing is that's interacting with that other ship's hail system is interference.
Right.
So you're going to slice through it.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay, this is good. Let's how do you want to do this? Do you want to try and overpower or overcomplicate the signal? You can ask a friend, because you got Lyra there and you got Phil, so you can think out loud and do a mini conference table.
So does anybody have any thoughts on what I'm going to try to do here? I want to see if we can get a message out that's simple, that they can recognize, and maybe either return the message or help us to link each other through our drone. Anybody have any thoughts on that?
Well, I think we've established that they have some non-verbal rhythmic communications with their hands.
Right, that's what
Maybe we could do some kind of like a pulse waveform.
Well, that's what I was going to do with like
we overlay with a regular communication waveform.
Oh,
do you remember any of the rhythms that the ambassador was using when she first greeted you? Because we need like a greeting.
Yeah, that's right.
We need a greeting hand symbol, sort of like, like the secret Boy Scout shake or whatever,
Right.
Sort of like a, hey, how you doing?
So, I remember that. So Gorath, when the ambassador first came,
yes,
he was trying to imitate, or at least understand a little bit, the tapping and the communication.
Yeah.
So is there anything that he can remember to go, oh, let's just make it something that they know that means something? I don't necessarily know what it means. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I totally do. It's just that they don't give us like a freaking memory skill. Hold on, just let me get a quick grab, because I definitely know where you're headed. It's like, okay, can I recall the general?
Could you do like reason?
The vibe. Yeah, you've got a really good reason.
Like reason and.
Yeah, reason and command.
There's no communications, but
no, of course
reason
there's
and...
not. It would be reason and command. Command's like just generally your talking skill, your talking and social skills are all under command, which is why I aspected you for some things. But yeah, what I think that well, if your reason is say above a 12, what's your reason?
No, my reason is a 9. It's my insight that skyrockets.
Yeah. Well, you can do two things. You can try and remember it exactly, or you can essentially derive it on the spot. If that makes sense. So you can intuitively attack it. So this is what I was talking about with like two ways to attack the problem. You can try and remember it rote, or you can try and get, oh, this is the flow I was in, and then just kind of do jazz improv.
So you're saying
Lyra would suggest just if you're not quite remembering it, jazz, not classical.
Yeah, and that's cool because she knows music too. So
yep.
Yeah.
Okay, So you're saying that this is more going to be more of an insight command.
Yeah, this is
what
I
I'm
wanted to
understanding?
nudge you. I wanted to nudge you
Okay.
and have you start kind of thinking that way when you
All
make
right. So
suggestions.
I'm just going to feel the groove
You're
and
gonna
see
feel the
if
groove.
feel the groove
I'm,
and
and I'm going to be an extra dick, like a Klingon. Going to be an extra dick about
okay.
this. I'm going to increase the complication range by a little because you're not
Okay.
going to do an immediate. You're not going to do a pitch perfect thing. You're gonna.
Right.
There's going to be some room for nuance or mistake. So that's why I'm just making it 19,
Okay.
20.
Okay. That makes I think
Does
that's
that work for
reasonable.
you? Okay.
It does.
Because I think
Okay,
I like it. I like
so-
it because it's Star Trek.
So does that mean I need more than one success or
Nope. Complications is its own problem. Let's go with just one success.
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
you're not trying to rewire the warp core here.
So I have one success and I have
Please complicate.
2 successes with a 2. I rolled a 2 the second time.
Okay. Is any of that musically based?
What's that?
You were using a musically based. Your solution was attempting to use a musical, right? So your
Right,
musical
right.
focus counts. So that
And
means
Lyra
anything.
assist,
Lyric can assist, so you guys can just blow
because
the
she
roof
has
off of your.
musical stuff too.
blow
Okay.
the roof off the momentum pool.
Well,
Because
yeah, why not? Right?
why? Yeah, I guess I'm already ignoring half the rules, not all of them. Yeah. So basically, Lyra gets a 1 die assist, and you can decide kind of what you did to assist him is what your attribute discipline combo is,
Okay.
and it can be
I'm-
loving, calming wife, because I'm trying to.
Yeah,
wrap this
I
in
mean,
my
she'll
head.
hum some kind of tune that usually puts him in the zone for jazz.
I am so
So,
glad
like-
that you guys do some public displays of affection that can be public.
Yeah, exactly. She'll just do like
That's you.
some John Coltrane, A Greater Love, or something like that, or what was there's
Yeah.
some kind of love thing by John Coltrane. So
Oh,
she'll like
right.
hum
Yeah.
hum the sax part for that.
Yeah,
Mhm,
I'll
mhm.
go with that.
So it's sort of like an Uhura thing, where she's just
Oh yeah,
kinda
yeah,
humming.
yeah.
Yeah,
Except
yeah,
that
yeah.
Uhura gets her mind wiped when she did that once.
Right.
Whoops.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
So,
freaky
and I'm
shit you
gonna
gotta
I'm
get
gonna
comfortable
do
with.
it in a daring way.
A
If I
daring
can.
way.
With abandon. It essentially it's with
Yeah,
abandon.
with
Daring
abandon.
means with
I'll
abandon.
do
or in the
I'll
moment.
do interpretive dance with it.
Yeah, yeah. But
Okay,
honey,
cool.
and then you'll just try and do the yeah.
Yeah,
All I
so I'll
want to
do-
say is human style.
Yeah.
Everybody who knows Babylon 5 understands human style. All right, we got to the
All right.
2 people on the planet to get that reference.
Oh my gosh.
What you got?
I have my lucky dice this week instead of my D&D dice. I rolled my second one of the night.
Oh, second
Nice.
one. Okay. I
Yeah.
had a different phrase for that. Okay, so you had 2 successes. It looked like you had 3, so that puts 5 altogether, right? Did you get 3 successes, Paul? Because you had like your musical focus, and you had it below a 4.
Yeah, I rolled a 2, so
Yeah, so that's a crit.
okay.
Yeah, so basically the game works by increasing crit ranges on either end of the spectrum. So that's 5. You only need 1. You got 4 left. This is a dumb thing for me to do, but I'm only going to let you bank 2 of them. So
No,
you now have,
that's
so that
fair.
puts you up to 8.
That's 2 more than we should.
That's 2 more than you should have by any rule I have
You're,
broken.
you're already
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is
Stretch it.
generous.
you got 2 questions you can ask about any of this crap, like tangentially or not, because it's Star Trek. Leaps of logic are just the only way the crew gets exercise. And I would throw this open to the whole group of 3 of you, because I'm assuming Phil is watching this whole get a room moment.
Phil is ham boning.
Yeah. Is Phil ham-boning?
Yes.
Okay. And there is a way to have additional assists, but you actually give me 1 threat for each additional assist.
That's okay. They got it.
They
Phil
got
just
it.
wants to be involved.
Phil he's happy to be on the show, man.
Yeah.
Um,
Happy to be here.
I just happen to be here. So, yeah, go ahead. You've got two questions, two questions relevant to whatever you can stretch this into, that I do have to answer truthfully.
So one question I'm thinking about,
Okay.
but I don't know if it's a good use of the question is whether I know or if I can tell for sure or not if the signal is reaching the other ship.
Okay.
And I think that might be helpful because if we know that it's not, then it's moot, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if we know that it is, then it's just a matter of getting the right communication for them to understand what we're trying to do. Right? Don't you think?
So you're letting them know that you're trying to make contact.
Yeah.
So even if you fail to reach them, fail to completely connect, they'll at least know that somebody's knocking on the door.
Right.
The idea. Okay. Okay. Is that? I'll go around. I mean, you guys decide to go around the table.
And how about since Lyra rolled that one, I think she should get a shot at asking a question.
yeah. Phil asking, is there anything purple?
She's gonna focus on the interference from the planet. Is the interference, does it appear to be like random noise, like just general interference, or does it appear that there's certain wavelength? Like, is it a repeating thing? Like, is it, like, say, for example, the planet's playing music and it's just playing it. Even though it's noise and most people are annoyed by the music, there is a pattern to it. Whereas static is just static. So she's trying to use her musical reasoning to see, is this really interference or is this some kind of like thing that's
I would say
playing music?
You can use the word sentience. It's okay to say there's an intelligence behind it, because I think
is there an intelligence behind the
pushing toward that?
That's what she's trying to figure out. So instead of focusing on the alien communication part, she's focusing on how can we clean this up if there's a sentience behind it.
It's like you swear to God that the fans, the ventilation system in the supermarket when you're looking at the broccoli is playing Culture Club. That's kind of the thing you're looking at. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, I really am gonna say that you get the. I'm gonna type it in here. So that's the. It's such. I got so many obscure bullshit references.
Excellent.
You do. So were those the two? Those are the two questions, though. Like, is the signal received, and if not, is at least aware of me. So, what you did was you reached what you called the ship, or what you're thinking. Well, not thinking. I'm trying not to be. I'm not trying to be cute. I'm just trying to be tentative.
Yeah.
But not the doctor that Dave likes. Okay. So, the thing you're pretty sure is the ship is definitely begins responding back and forth, to the
excellent
to the signal you put out, to the ham boning, and also the ham boning did help.
Can I quickly hit like a record?
Sure.
To record the message.
I'm gonna quietly assume the standing order is that your flight recorder is already running. I mean, just as a thing, because Star Trek, unless something's fantastically broken, it should be recorded.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, even that airlock thing. Anyway, but never mind. You came up with a better idea, and it would have cost you money to play the videos back. I'm sure of it. I'm sure Kash Dash.
Well, not for Burrow, because he's got
He's copyrighted.
He's got a back door.
Yes. He's got a back door to the paywall. Yeah. Then there's yeah. So but yeah, you'd be able to pay the copyright fee out of Kash Dash's
All
own
right.
savings. So yeah, you establish a rapport with the ship at least. So you do have a communications beam active. So that's cool. At that point, the second thing that happens is that the planetary field kind of withdraws and is quieter than when it was communicating with the ship. It's sort of like you distracted the ship or did something to break apart these two, the planetary field. I have a hand where I need it. The planetary field and the ship are no longer doing that, and it's
Okay.
like you kind of did. May I cut in? And you pulled the ship's attention away from whatever the planetary field was.
Okay.
I love Dave's furrowed brow. This is just a whole lot more fun. I'm just waiting for all you trying to figure out how to not to meta the fuck out of this.
Yeah, so now
putting
it's
you
just
all
a
over
matter
that
of
roasting spit. What?
now it's just a matter of being able to communicate an idea or some sort of plan.
Okay. Yeah, that would be good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut over to what I thought were the A and B plots, but you guys have made some serious headway. You shot shit. You've
it's a mash of stuff over here in the ship.
God, this is there are no small parts.
Exactly.
That's
so
right.
Where do you want to go? No, I know where I want to go next because I'll be damned if I get advanced Noit's plot. Sorry about that, Paul.
That's okay. It's fine.
It's okay. Fine.
I just got to do a lot of stuff, so that's cool.
Okay. Yeah, definitely either on or offline. Let me know. And also, as a note to all you people out there that play games, if you've been sitting on your hands for more than 2 minutes, do something active, or afterward, talk to the referee and say, I don't know if I got as much play. Is there something I can do? Is there something I can do to become more involved and contribute? So you guys have a thin, rancid atmosphere. No, that's totally the wrong. That's totally the wrong.
Yeah, that's the wrong screen.
That's the wrong screen.
There you
That's
go.
the screen I want.
That was the seduction of Noit screen.
The passion of the Noit. Was that? I gotta get my biblical stuff down. Yeah, that was that seduction of Christ? Because there was the one where the devil was talking. What was when the devil was talking with Jesus in the desert? Trying to get him to go, hey. I think that got somebody stabbed in the eye, if I'm not mistaken.
He was like the OG influencer.
He was, yeah. Again, you can have a religion without God, but you can't have it without the devil. Oh, man, when did Star Trek get political? I like the eyebrow. All right, Kash, Bila, and Dravok. I believe Kash has tasted bugs and found them to be full of a compound that is nasty. I think there was some nasty compound that I forgot the name of. Thank God you.
Chronometric plasmic radiation.
Perfect. Vela has got. She's just kind of wandering around Dravok, and I think that rats are surrounding you all and squeaking. If I recall correctly, that was Paul's giant job. Was the naked mole rat brigade. I'll start putting letters on them. You can start naming them. Chat, name my naked mole rats. So we'll see what they come up with because I think they need to do something.
Sponsor a glow rat.
Sponsor a glow rat.
Yeah, someone sponsor a rat.
On an impoverished boon near you.
Hey, well, see, part of it is I was like a little grimmer scientist when that came out because you can hack them and put in jellyfish protein, glowing jellyfish protein. That was a marker to whether your gene had been accepted. You just put it on as a writer. So you got a glow-in-the-dark animal when you knew it had been genetically transformed. So you had glow-in-the-dark transgenic mice in the 80s. So, suck it, tech bros. Anyway, and I think that's what these rats are. They're transformed mice. Anyway, I'm sorry. So the mice are squeaking. I don't know if they're squeaking menacingly. You're gonna have to give me your best shot there, Mr. Paul.
All right.
Their squeaks are hard to locate too, even for Ferengi. But Drevok and Kash definitely have an advantage locating them. And I've got to figure out somewhere here.
Do you think they eat these bugs? Maybe we could fit a big pile of bugs in one spot and lure them in, and then jump on them and smash them.
I don't want. I think there might be some money in these here grubs, so I don't want to get rid of too many of them right off the bat.
Maybe they're on the whole surface.
Maybe they're all over the place.
I'm just trying to distract these rats, because if they can come at us from all sides, it would be more difficult than if we get them all clustered.
Right. Maybe I'm not going to put myself in harm's way.
No, that's why we use the bugs. I don't want to die here, that's for sure.
I like your I forgot. Have they shown themselves at all? Or are we just hearing menacing squeaks from behind rocks?
I thought
I think we've seen them.
I thought my memory, they were.
Yeah, I thought we threw a rock at one or something.
Yeah, I think we threw a rock. Well, no, Noit.
Or I guess Noit did.
Noit powered up a rock like Mario, eating a mushroom, and then just slammed, and then he curb stomped it. But anyway, Vela's. I'm gonna have Vela getting work. But yeah, like you do see. Since nobody's given them names. I'm gonna give them names.
Alphonse.
Yeah, there's Alphonse. When's
Benedict.
When's gonna be named Willard.
Yeah, for sure.
I was for ABC, so.
Oh, yeah.
Then Ben, not Willard.
Oh, it's Ben. Yeah, but that was part 2, right? That was when an audience didn't need to be told it's part 2.
Right.
Ben, and then I'll go with Chester. Because Chester was lab tech I worked for. That was what he used whenever he used a joke. He said, "Well, Chester, that's just not gonna work." All right. So there's Alphonse, Ben, and Chester. Which I will say is better than Esther, Ruth, and Jennifer. So points to anyone who gets that shit. Let me see. I'm going to do a formatting because I want to do this. That makes that literally makes it easier to read, believe it or not. Drop shadow. It's not just a cliche anymore. Okay. Yeah, we got Alphonse, Ben, and Jennifer for you to torment, and also when they kill them, there's a little bit of pathos there. Okay, yeah, Paul, you get to decide what the rats do first. And you can decide how smart they are, but they're
did you guys do the bug thing or not?
What do you mean? Oh, they didn't do it yet. They're debating, and the rats do something now. Yeah, they're discussing. You make a move now.
Okay, well, I'm going to say that Chester is going to move in closer so that he and Ben can be, a little bit more connected in their assault.
So Chester and Ben move together?
Yeah, so they're going to sneak up and then kind of form a
front.
Yeah.
Okay. Drevok, Yeah, okay. Dravok is between Kash and or Dravok is between Kash and the rat. So far, Dravok's plan's playing out.
Okay.
Okay, so you see the rats starting to move as a group, and coordinate a little bit with. What kind of squeaking do they do to do that? Okay,
That.
that.
Dravok's gonna go towards the closest rat. He's not aware exactly where Alphonse is, correct? He only sees motion where Ben and Chester are.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I am screaming. I am scared.
I'll try and get these two if you can guard our friend Kash.
Kash Dash is already running. As soon
I
as
have
there's
no
like
fear
a
of this
clear
cat.
path ahead of him,
These are like these are sorta. Why are they there? Beware their poisonous eyes.
Poisonous eyes? Oh
Kash
no.
Dash is-
Yes,
How
poisonous eyes.
are they poisonous? Through their look, or if you get eye matter on yourself? What kind of poison is this?
She's panicked. Kash, which way do you head?
if there's a clear path ahead,
Let me see.
northway, upways.
Yeah, I put Ben and Chester in the wrong spot. Northways upways is actually where they're kind of headed. They're
guarding.
blocking the way you want to go, which I didn't do a good job of on that.
All right, Dravok. On three, you get the one on the right.
All right, I'll take him.
What? Wait a minute. When did that happen?
Right now, there's no way to go. We can't go forward. Can't go back.
Okay.
I am going. I have a hypo spray of sedative that I had Lyra give me that I pull out in my hand, ready to spray in the face of the big rat.
This is okay. This is uncharacteristically weird. Can I be a DM and ask what's caused the sudden direct aggressive action on Cash's part? Cash seemed to be
I found
guy.
something here that I think I can make money on. I think these bugs are going to be the next big thing in fad diets.
I stand.
They make other
stand
food.
on
They
that.
make other food taste bad.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you-
that's right. It's sort of like drinking kombucha. That stuff's terrible, but now everyone's buying it.
Yeah, it's nasty. We ought to try to find ourselves a crate of that
Oh God.
while we're out and about. But in the meantime, these rats are eating these grubs.
It's them.
Yeah,
Only one thing for
they're taking away all our surplus crops.
Son of a bitch. You didn't even know anything existed yet. You're killing it. Yeah, that's the Ferengi metaphor for capitalism. You guys have fucking surrounded that. At that point, I'm gonna lose threat because of what you just did. I'm gonna lose a point of threat. I'm not spending it. I've just lost it. Because you guys did such good role playing, I can't give you any more momentum. So I have to reduce my threat. Because you guys, for someone who doesn't know shit about Star Trek, well played. You do know shit about capitalism, and that's why that's why we asked you to play with us in this very game. Yeah, so Kash and Dravok are ready to go to the wall for profit.
For profit.
For profit.
Ah!
Sorry, guys.
Hypo spray out in.
I love the idea that you're treating it like it's fucking Glade on a really smelly. You're spraying that like it's Glade, and
He's spraying.
you're at the in-laws' house for the first time. Okay.
Be careful, that's not pepper spray.
What? Oh,
I said, be careful, that's not
I'll
pepper spray.
I'll just piss
You
him
gotta
off.
hit that. You gotta hit that right into its skin.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I just have it. I have it ready to go as soon as I can get it.
You do have to kind of. Yeah, mostly with these.
We'll see how it goes.
Screw it.
Yeah.
I've seen them used as misters in the past. Which is all you need to kind of slow it down or distract it. To put it right out, it's definitely like a hypo, like a needle jab.
I'm fine with that too.
But if
whatever would be most effective,
Okay,
I know
most
I'm gonna have to
effective
get
is-
up in.
most effective.
I'm gonna have
is
to get up
this.
in range with it anyway, so
Yeah.
I might as well go all out.
Okay, yeah. Just to let you know, the Star Trek how the Star Trek magic works. Apparently, we have to
perfect.
touch things to heal them.
I'm
So
gonna try to get him
yeah.
right between the eyes.
Yeah. So this
I
is.
realize as I say that.
Yep. This is daring and, you're whacking away with a medical thing. So I'm gonna go daring and medicine, unless you have another idea. Medicine. I chose medicine, and I violated my own goddamn rule about you telling me what you wanted to do. How do you want to do this? Do you want to do this like aiming for the most vital part, or I just want to hit it?
I just want to hit it.
Okay, that's daring and security.
It's the same thing. It's the same role.
You're a lover, not a doctor.
You know what? I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy a die.
Please do. I need to dump this stuff down. We need to
Yeah.
cool you guys off.
There we go. So I'm rolling 3.
I'm almost certain that this is how Shield of Tomorrow started, and we've got 2 followers.
So it's if I get right on, is that a success?
Right on is at or below.
Okay, that's 2 successes. I got a 10 and an 11
Man,
and a 15.
well done. 10, 11, and a 15. Luckily, you didn't buy a critical failure, which is
No.
par for the effing course. What happens is that you only need 1 because it's melee, or melee. Sorry, let's not pretend like we didn't hear it said. It's melee combat, so you only need 1 success. The extra success can be something related to combat. So it's a spend related to combat. Now, in general, it can be like extra damage, special effect, things like, oh, and he happens to fall, over the chasm, or whatever. He's not a major. The rat is not a major character, despite being given a name. So essentially any successful attack on him that succeeds will incapacitate the rat.
Okay.
But anything over and above that, you can say, oh, I really want him to be, super down, or he's gonna hit something or something like that. Something combat related.
Can I knock him into the other rat and hope that helps Dravok?
Yeah, I think you can give Dravok advantage on his attack.
Yeah, so run up, jam it right into the forehead, and then toss it over to the right.
Yep.
Right.
I think when he goes, he smacks into Ben. Actually, the interesting thing is when Chester goes spastic, Ben actually kind of goes a little convulsive. Doesn't even touch him, just goes convulsive.
Interesting.
So you messed with Ben, you messed with one of them, you messed with Ben too. How's that? How's that for a frickin' 1-point reveal clue? Okay, Dravok.
All right, Dravok is gonna do his standard bodyguard thing of fitness and security.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend 1 momentum to get an extra die because I don't want to kill the thing. What I actually want to do is overpower it and grapple with it and see if I can kind of get control of it. Sort of like, not trying to make it a pet of mine, but I mean like just, contain it so we can learn more about it as well.
So you want to so essentially your attack to restrain, but not
necessarily kill it. Yeah.
Well,
just scooping it.
Yep.
Just kind of scooping it up and holding it in my arms and like, you're not going to hurt us anymore.
Okay, and well, they didn't hurt you in the first place, but fine.
That's true.
You're the victors. You get to write the history books.
Exactly.
Uh,
The
You're
rat
not
bit
going to eat
first.
any more of our grubs.
The
that's
rat bit
yeah.
first.
Stop
The
eating.
rat bit first.
So oh God, yeah, just yell at it and say quit resisting. That lets you get away with pretty much anything.
All right.
When did
so I
Star
got-
Trek get political? Oh, and as a quick aside, in Trek, it's always assumed you're doing non-lethal,
Yep.
unless you explicitly say it. Even if you're a Klingon, you kind of gotta say, yeah, of course I'm going to stab him in the head. But
Of course, the
non-lethal.
bat left has got the pointy ends going.
Yeah. Just to let you know, it's kind of it's the vibe. So yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah, and I do think that would be a 2 difficulty because you essentially want to grapple, not incapacitate, but also keep it from like taking a shot at you.
Yeah, I've got a hold of it so it can't get its head back far enough to bite me,
Yeah.
and it's
You
clawed
Yeah.
forearms or forepaws
and you do get
held in a wrestling hold.
Yep, and you do get a free die from Kash Dash's action.
Oh,
The
okay.
fun part
So
is
I'll
I
add
want to
that to my
watch
roll.
Paul act this out.
All right,
Okay.
so I rolled 3 successes then,
like-
since I got the extra die.
I like Ben's in a sleeper hold.
Yep, exactly. That
Armbar.
was the word I was looking for. I
Mhm.
said a wrestling thing, and I couldn't remember the name, but yeah, it's a sleeper hold. That way we can
yeah.
like plug turnbuckles and turnstiles.
Yeah, no. What I do want to do is
Or tough
have
guys and turnbuckles.
tough guys and turnbuckles. Tinkerbells and Turnstile is a fantastical way to go through New York subway system, and that will be out under the 3D 618 system. Dave, you're gonna be a wrestling announcer, and you're gonna call the play-by-play on this, and Cam and Paul, you can just act out whatever it is Dave says, or you guys can just jazz this. I'm just doing this for my own personal amusement at this point.
Uh-huh.
It's
Yeah.
too bad I wasn't prepared. I would play the amok time combat music while we do our moves.
It would be wasted on this crowd. It would be just
So
wasted.
is this
Yes.
he attacked Ben?
He has
Yeah.
Chester's knocked out, and I should put a marker on him. Chester's knocked out.
Okay.
Ben is put off balance because Chester became incapacitated in an unexpected way. So you don't know that, but Ben Chester, maybe even Alphonse, share a neural link.
Okay.
So Ben is disoriented, which gave Dravok advantage on attack. Dravok has now grappled Ben. Okay.
He's got the rat in a headlock.
Yeah.
So
Yes, Paul.
the Ben's gonna do like it's gonna use its tail to gain some leverage, so it's gonna wag its tail back and forth and try and do a big squirm,
He's gonna sweep the leg.
to try
He's gonna
and-
sweep the leg.
yeah, to try and free itself.
Okay. You call that, Dave, and then Paul, you roll. I'm gonna go 9 or under on 2 dice to see if
Okay.
Ben rallies. But Dave's gonna describe that as you're rolling.
Ben Glowrat's trying to kick out. He's got his tail going. He's got his legs going. By God, this is the most exciting thing to happen in the ring,
You
maybe
might
ever.
you might want to really roll those dice to take Dave off the hook, Paul.
Not on my
Yeah,
watch.
there I'm rolling.
Not on my
I
watch.
wanted to hear him.
Okay.
All right. Oops, that's a.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Ooh, there's a miss
Okay.
and a success.
Okay.
I get 1 success.
Yeah, so he only needed 1 success to sort of counter Dravok and force this into a runoff. Dave, you go ahead and describe it. Hold not completely broken. However, Dravok is now off balance.
He's got Dravok on the back foot. What's Dravok gonna do? Is he going for the power bomb?
Yeah, Dravok, you're going to need fitness and security.
All right,
Oh
that's my
shit!
good one.
I picked the wrong
Dravok is
two trait.
Dravok
did.
is gonna try
Oh,
to maneuver himself so that he can do a full body slam because we're in full WWE mode.
yeah, we're in
so-
WWE mode. I'm going to
and
go
that,
with
that way we can have the announcer use the phrase.
yeah. I've got. I'm going to put a complication range on this of 18, 19, or 20.
Okay.
Because it was an unexpected thing. I know you're trying
Oh,
to
yeah.
subdue
Yeah.
without knocking out. This won't go lethal unless I just am a dick, and I don't feel like that right now because it's fun. Okay, go ahead, roll some
Can
dice.
I,
while
when
Dave
I'm
figures
doing
out,
the body slam, I want to apply my value of toughness so that when I hit, I don't accidentally hurt myself. My toughness is making it so my body slam, all the energy goes into the rat, none into me.
I
The
gotcha.
kinetic energy of the slam.
Yeah, they don't use hit points anymore in second edition, so otherwise that would be a really good idea. But yeah, this is going to be some points for you're basically just landing straight on top of the rat if you do that.
Yeah. Kind of trying to
Dave,
knock the wind out of him, sort of.
That'll do it.
Yes. The rat. Can I interject then with what the rat's gonna do?
Give it a shot and see what happens.
The rat is gonna try and emit the highest pitch squeal it can muster.
Okay.
As it also tries to break the hold.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is because you're an NPC, you drain my threat pool for that because you're a jerk. And as a player, you can see how this could be used to your advantage in a meta way. What I'm gonna do is it's called there's a maneuver called retain advantage or retain initiative.
Okay. Yeah.
Which means
Sure.
you get to move twice. Okay.
Okay.
What he's got to do is to emit his high-pitched squeal. Its difficulty level, well, you need 2 successes, 2 dice. Can't buy dice because you've already drained me. And I'm going to go with him fear of his life, go with 10. So see if you can attempt to disrupt, which will just make his task harder. So go ahead and you do have to make the noise. And also Dave does have to make I believe a state name or a country name for this maneuver. It's the
That
Bulgarian.
glow rat's giving him the Oklahoma squeal.
Well, this is going to be
what? Sorry. Oh, yes.
This is going to be the Florida.
I was going to let Dave do that because he doesn't have a life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Sorry.
You can still force Florida. You can force that onto Dave.
I was just thinking,
Yes.
like a air raid siren kind of thing.
Okay.
But it's like a
Florida
hurricane
siren goes
siren.
2 ways too. That's
Yeah.
I like. Wait. Oh man, I want the write up on Florida siren. That could go like a lot of ways now that I go to Greek mythology.
yeah.
Yeah.
That might be too literal for Florida, man. Oh, there is, by the way, one of the viewers has decided that Starbase Tallahassee, Starbase Tallahassee will have a theme park and no holodeck. And he's going to undertake the construction of the theme parks for us. Anyway, I'm sorry, that's a sneak peek to next week on. Dave, you have to figure out what the Florida and air raid thing is. Paul, go ahead and roll your dooms.
All right.
You fucked it up, didn't you?
20.
Okay. That's the thing about the Florida. It's a high risk maneuver, and I think that Dave is here for it.
And a 20 and a failure. So.
Okay, Dave. The rat opens its jaws wide to emit whatever. Go. Sorry.
Dravok shuts down the Florida siren right away. He's got that glow rat's mouth tighter than a. I'm just going southern with it.
He pulled the Pennsylvania muffler.
the Pennsylvania muffler on him.
Yeah, he put the Moscow muffler on.
There you go. Yeah.
Mississippi must.
The Mississippi muffler. Okay, Mississippi muffler. Yeah, because you're not a heel from another country, so it would be the Mississippi muffler. I'm sorry.
And now we've got Dravok from the Top Rock.
Yeah, Drayrock. Yeah, you
Body
actually get to do a
slam.
thing.
Body slam.
Okay, this is bad.
All right. So I got 2 successes and a miss, but not a critical.
Okay,
Yes.
the 2 successes is more than enough to put Ben in the hold, held not injured, incapacitated. So Ben is there. He can't inflict any damage on you now. I'm gonna do a thing for. What do you think Alphonse is gonna do with Velita Trin?
Is that directed to me?
Sorry, yeah, sorry, Paul. You get
Okay.
another chance
Well,
after failing the Florida air raid siren.
I think that Alphonse recognized the Florida siren, and when it got squelched immediately, it made him very nervous, and he buggers out.
Okay, so he retreats. All right.
Yeah.
A maneuver not often engaged in by creatures in role-playing games. So congratulations, good job. I just want to.
He's gonna live to fight another day.
Yeah, he's got
Self-preservation.
he's got a plan. Boy, those cold bullets. I don't know why they fight to the death for 1 copper piece, but
Right.
they always
Exactly.
they always do.
Hey, you know.
Let me see. So, Vela Trim
Come on,
is-
Vela, let's get to stepping.
Yeah, but
I've got
Dragon's
this
got
one.
this thing in a headlock, so I don't know what you're doing now.
Well, you can hang on to him, can't you?
Well, I think so. But maybe you should knock it out like the other one now. Now that I've got it completely subdued.
I'm all out. I used my whole load on this little bugger.
I think.
All right.
Did you have 2 hypo sprays?
I don't believe so. I only had one in my.
Oh, I'm gonna pretend you had.
Equipment.
I'm gonna pretend you had 2.
Oh, here it is.
Either that or you brain
Oh.
it, and I'd rather not have you do that.
I thought I could just keep it in a headlock. No,
Oh, I was kind of thinking you just walk around with it, but okay, yeah, we're just gonna
just
knock it
squirming
out.
and squealing.
It's a thought. Maybe it needs a retinal scan. Okay, Dravok, you've got it. Cash, you can just put it out if you want, and then it's just down.
You're all right, Dravok. Just keep a muzzle on that thing, and let's go and find Noit and get back to the ship. I've got some good ideas for lining some of these grubs up.
Yeah. If these things are pretty tough, we could maybe put them in a fighting type of situation too and sell tickets.
That could be.
I could pump them up on my steroids and we could have a real Donnybrook.
You're
as
really
the
trying to
Red
get
Federation people say.
You're trying to get the channel demonetized with dog fighting, is what I'm hearing.
No, that's not a
No,
dog.
these aren't
Look at
dogs.
that thing.
They're rats. It's better. They're
But
rats.
the
Yeah, they-
steroids that you pump
Oh.
into them.
I'm
have
pretty sure the
an
steroids
unusual
will
effect.
change that creature fundamentally.
It's
I mean,
possible,
look,
yeah.
look at Dravok. I don't even know what you
Makes
are.
them grow.
I know, I know.
It's a
Everybody
factor of 10.
everybody makes fun of my little lobes.
Oh, you guys are just.
You got a big heart, though.
You guys.
Well,
are
I got an empty pocketbook I need to fill. So.
Sorry, I mean you got an enlarged heart.
Probably at this stage, yeah.
oh,
There are a
God,
few side effects.
you
But
guys are just so good. Okay. What I'm gonna do is try and take us to the. So you guys are now going to the witch's castle with your rat in tow, right? Is the rat with you?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
I'll
right,
ta-
come
I'll
on, let's all link arms and do a little skippies.
Okay, I just wanted to double check to make
Maybe
sure. I
we
didn't-
can use it for a bargaining tool.
Yeah, people trade things for rats all the time.
That's no ordinary rat.
That's Ben. Yeah, Vila has no idea what she's doing. I'm gonna just skip whatever he's got a plan on. Actually, yeah, Vila's gonna, the rat goes away. She's gonna be visibly relieved, and I'm gonna take a second to flip voices, please. This is called magic, people, because I can't do goofy voices like certain people who are classically trained and took classes.
Exactly. Oh, that is a relief. I was afraid that my eyes would have been, how do you say, melted by, the sorta.
The sorta? That what these little buggers are called?
Well, they sorta look like animals from my planet.
Oh, Vela, you got me. I hate to admit it.
I think the GM deserves threat for that.
Damn it, I think you're right.
Well, they look
words
very
are never
similar
spoken.
to creatures from my planet, but they also fly and recite poetry. But I don't
These
think these
ones?
do.
Oh, the ones on your
The ones
planet.
on my planet, where
Alright.
we do not have greed.
Can they sing? Because I think I might have a couple parts for them coming up. I got a little project I'm working on. Have I told you about it?
No, they wait. You are a maestro.
Right. Walk with me, and I'm gonna give her the whole plot for the musical as we head on down the road.
Oh, this is complete. In the part where there is a laser sword fight, that is amazing.
Thank you. I thought it was inspired. It's based on my own life, you know.
So what is this thing called a Waffle House?
Oh, the Waffle House. Kash Dash gets a far away look at his eye.
Oh, let me see. Where do I get back to my voice? All right.
Yeah, I like the idea that we have a little vignette where we get to the cave and it ends on. So tell me more about this Waffle House. Because we're just gonna take the piss out of everything here. Folks, this is how Star Trek, where Star Trek goes to die. So you guys come to
Well, they say, Dravok, nothing more important than your health, except your money.
Yeah,
Number
that's
23.
right. And balance on stairs. That's an important thing.
these are now Dravok's rules.
No, that's rule 665.
Oh, that's up there.
Mind the gap.
Oh, that's actually good. I think you should actually. I think you need to nominate that for an official rule. Yeah. So you guys do come to the spot. I believe there is another rat here who is uncredited. There is rat, uncredited.
All that time in the makeup chair for what?
I
A
am
rat 4. Which is a little play on an old programming language.
Wait, tell me more.
There was an aberrant version of Fortran called Rat4, spelled
No.
Retfor. So if you put Rat4 and spell it out, then old school programmers from the 80s will get a snicker out of it.
Okay.
No one else will.
Hey, that's the story of my life, man.
Who else are we doing this for?
Who else? We're literally doing this like dance like nobody's watching because they aren't.
Yeah, I know. None of my kids have even shown up. That's really frustrating.
It's fucking out of the will, man.
We got 7 children plus significant others, and nobody shows.
Yeah, I think. Well,
I
Thanksgiving.
think Thanksgiving burned out all their social batteries.
Well, I think it used up all their
Maybe.
social cred.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you made it a comfortable and enjoyable Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we are lucky. All the MAGA relatives sat at one side of the table, and all the nons were farther down.
I'm a bit stunned that you have those still, but okay.
And there's,
There's plenty-
actually, if I went up north, almost all of my cousins in the Cadillac area are red hatters. And I don't mean
Yeah.
Linux.
No, I mean like six, all 6 people per mile, per square mile. Yeah. When they say land doesn't vote, well, you're fucking wrong. For our European friends, America's funny. America's funny, and we have nuclear weapons. Who knew? So, yeah, you come
It's a
upon
laugh a minute.
It's a laugh. Yeah. Oh god. And that's okay. And anyway, what I'm looking at is you guys come across. Vilatin does ask about Waffle House, and then that way we end scene on that funny line. You see uncredited rat 4, curb stomped, so its skull is crushed. At this point, Ben is still conscious and aware. So, Paul, you get to decide how Ben reacts to this. And if you want, you can decide whether or not it communicates in any reasonable way, by the way. You can take the plot wherever you want.
He's gonna signal his retreat, because the whole situation is way over his ability.
Okay, what do you mean signal his retreat?
So
go ahead.
Has he been Draybach body slammed him and then let go, or
Draybach's got him in a joint lock with the I believe it was the Missouri muzzle or the Mississippi muzzle?
Yeah.
Okay, so what it's gonna
Yeah.
do is it's gonna play possum and go limp. It's a defense mechanism of these guys.
Good. All right.
So he's gonna act dead. Okay. Like, oh, you got me. And then it has a way of being able to control its heartbeat.
Draybach, I need an insight and security check, please. And also, Ben, where's my Ben, evens or odds? Paul, evens or odds?
Let's go with odds.
All right, I got 2 successes.
The target number was 2, because it was a 1 or a 2. Paul, you were doing the difficulty level. So,
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is, Draybach, you, because it's at or below. So, Ben's deception fails, but Ben, go ahead and all right, I'm gonna do this. Ben, I need 2 evens or odds calls from you.
Okay. I'm gonna go even, and then even again.
Right. So it's this die and this die. Both successes mean you are. So it's a 25% chance if I get my combinatorics right.
Okay.
Yep.
Odd and even. Okay. Didn't you? You feel your deception worked, so you will act according to your plan. Okay.
So he's not thrown off by
and
leaving
and
it
I'm gonna
chair
and I'm gonna he's so
table.
Ben thinks he successfully fooled Draybach. Draybach knows that Ben's bullshitting him, acting accordingly, and also Paul, I'm gonna say that you get to decide the level of sentience and communication that these creatures have. And you can make up whatever bullshit you want about why are they connected. I think I can cover anything, but that's because I've been drinking. And also, I just want to show off.
So, I'm gonna say that these rats, these glowing green rats, they hunt in mini packs. Like this, away from their main swarm.
Okay.
So I think they live in a swarm of, many, but then they'll go out in mini packs of 3 to 5. and they're actually not psychically linked, but like
No, I think psychically
yeah,
linked is good.
Like their hearing is such that they get the nuance of the squeaks that they make.
Yep.
So their squeak obviously is their communication method, and the fact that one of them is out, has kind of messed with their sense of mini pack. They're so that they feel like they're in great danger, and so their instinct then is to try and make it back to the main swarm.
I'm not, or I need something I can act
So
on. How do I act with that?
okay, well,
I mean, are they
it's
coming to
gonna
his
try
rescue, or are they abandoning him? Keep in mind, Alphonse could have gone and gotten fucking help.
Yeah. Well, so I think the one that buggered out, kind of communicated to the swarm that they need backup now, send backup.
Okay, I'm gonna spend some threat to make your life happy.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Cam, you don't get to use redeems. I don't know how many hours ago that
sadly.
was. Oh no. Well, actually,
that was for when he first saw the rat with its crushed skull.
Oh no, as players, I didn't realize this until I got curb stomped by a couple of the other architects. Gently curb stomped. They put on little velvet booties, but the boot was iron. Anyway, it is how it works. But no, it's if you're playing, you can do enough already to mess with people. But I do like rat patrol. All right, so you think Alphonse may have come back with help because I've spent threat to that. I've spent threat to that end.
Yeah, and so he probably he managed to recruit a mini pack of 3 to 5.
Okay, 3d6 plus 1. Oh shit, that will be a lot. No, he brings back a few. Well, because keep in mind, you guys put a few to sleep. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with oh, the hell with it. I'm just gonna put an arbitrary pack of glowing rats, and I'm just gonna put a number out here. No, not a capital. Sorry about this, guys. I apologize. Boop. Okay, and then we just pump it up to make it like a big number.
I want the royalties on those steroids that pumped it up so big.
You and Google can fight this out. All right, so there are going to be like 5 rats out there. That Ben
between us.
Yeah. So Ben's gonna Alphonse has gone off to get friends to rescue Ben. Ben, what are you gonna do in the here and now in your attempt to escape? And then we'll play out a little bit of a scenario.
And so he is aware then that his ruse did not succeed.
No, we actually haven't played that out. I'm just letting you know. Letting you know there's a lot of meta crap going on of who knows what when. So basically, Dravok knows Ben's faking. Ben doesn't know he's been made.
Right.
So Ben act on your plan, and assuming nobody, you don't think anybody else is coming, and you see a rat curb stomped, and his name was Jacob.
Okay.
Or rat uncredited, but crewman number 6. And that's, if we're Team Jacob, I'm so sorry. We'll have another rat named Edward.
Okay, so he still thinks his ruse is working. He's gonna stick with that.
He'll make you will put whatever plan you thought best in action. Keep in mind you have no threat.
Right.
But if you want to give the players momentum, you can treat that way. You can give players.
No, I don't want to give
Let's
the
be a
players
little
momentum.
self-serving. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Keep in mind this will be a cliffhanger. Keep in mind
What?
this will be the cliffhanger for this group.
Oh, Okay. So, I'm attempting to roll again, or
What do you want to do?
okay. So, yeah, he's just going to try and supersell his feint. So I guess, but he's already done as much as he can do,
he's
right? I
fainted,
mean,
and he sees that someone's dead,
Yeah.
and it's like in
he can't
in
really
my
do
brain,
much
it's
more.
a now or never moment. You've lulled Dravok into being off guard, and now you're making your move to break free. That's my interpretation.
Okay, I got you now.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So
I
he's gonna.
think Dave is gonna
make his move.
do this where this is the dropping of the hand.
Oh,
It's
little
so-
guy went to sleep.
It's so fucking creepy that we all know these pro wrestling metaphors. It's not creepy. It's just interesting. Our European fans
what
are
it is.
completely
It's-
confused, and they've gone to bed.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically,
Okay.
Ben is out. He's lolling, and Dave, you can just sell how helpless Ben is.
Now you said 9 or less, right?
For the counter. Well, that was for attempting to deceive him. You're screwed.
Oh, okay.
But
So I'm just right now. I'm not going to roll. He's just going to
yeah, you
attempt. He's gonna
you
attempt to
attempt it.
make a
You
shot.
have 2 dice to attack. Cam, you've got 3 dice to defend.
Okay.
Okay, so I rolled a 9.
Okay. You've got probably an 11
And-
on combat. So you have a 9, which is 1 success. And what's your second roll?
11.
Okay. 2
So
successes.
Yeah.
Because you're fighting for your life. Dravok's fighting for his dinner.
And
And what are you trying to do to escape? Are you just trying to wriggle out? Are you trying to slash his jugular?
I'm gonna say he's gonna like, spring lock his hind legs and try and burst out in a single direction.
Kind of.
Put all this
Yeah.
energy into one forward
Yep.
charge.
Okay. A pure escape maneuver, no attack. All right.
Yeah.
Dravok, you've got 3 dice.
yeah, I rolled 3 successes on those.
Ah,
Why you do these things?
bastard.
What were the attributes you used?
I used fitness and security.
Yep, that's the one. Are you going to say anything?
That's-
Oh, well, actually, first, Dave, I need some color commentary because I know that you like working unpaid. This is literally your fucking job, and we're going to ask you to do it for free. So,
Yeah, well, he's got Ben Glowrat pinned down. He looks like he's gonna be down for the count. And Ben Glowrat is gonna try to kick out at the last second. He catches the ref in the jaw. The ref is down. What are we doing? It's chaos in the ring. But Dravok's got him holding fast and tight.
okay.
That rat's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I like the idea that Kash Dash is actually calling it in as we go. I put in a reference actor in case you were interested in a voice I would use. If you recognize him, he's of an era. He does best in show.
He's out in Europe.
Yeah, Dave is doing the one touch because the booth is talking to him. The booth is calling. Yep. One touch. Yeah, this is important. Anyway, Kim, you grab him. Do you have any quips that you want to try and earn points with?
Sadly, no. I was gonna do stick around like
I think
Arnold,
that's.
but that
I
one
don't see
doesn't.
that's a problem.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you?
You
How about-
little creature,
yeah,
stick
how about-
around.
Did you know my what was the other one? Because I'm gonna trump your fucking ace lead. You didn't know I was half Klingon, and then you just grab him. Okay, I like yours better. I'm sorry. Stick around.
Looks
So
like you're gonna stick around.
Yeah, you grab
That's the exact
Ben. Ben is still cinched in, locked in.
Slippier than a grease hog.
Yep. And then what I'm going to do is bring you back to the contest of wills, where the two voices. So now I've got a mode switch on all three players, so they all get kudos for this shit. Noit has just asked them, if they're so damn powerful, make him less jacked. Because Noit asked to be like 6 inches bigger. And much to my chagrin,
Right.
all over, not just in one spot. So Noit got more massive, or I think there was a debate, but I think it was just 6 inches, like just kind of as if you were taller proportionally.
Like if he was a miniature that scaled up from 25 millimeter to 32 millimeter.
Yeah. Wow. You're not getting any more points for that, but I will acknowledge the game. Game recognizes game. So what I'm gonna do is so you guys, I hate to say it, he's called your bluff. I need to see some consternation that you can't make him smaller. And I don't know if you're both watching your... are you guys both in the chat space?
In Skype?
No, this is Discord.
Discord, okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
pop
also
open
yes.
Discord, pop open the cast chat for Back in Business.
Got it. He got bigger and now he's asking us to make him smaller?
Yeah, because you're in a contest of wills where Noit seems to have discovered that the helmet lets him command you. And also that you can use the helmet to command him.
Look, Noit,
How's this
we
going?
could do that, but why would we be wasting our time? Why would you want to be smaller? You've always wanted to be big, like you are on the inside.
Yes, you can use it to your advantage and take over the rest of the crew, boss them around.
If you really want us to do it, we can do it. But it seems like it'd be contrary to your own purposes. Aren't you tired of working against yourself? Do something for yourself for once.
I am doing something for myself. I want to be bigger.
Good, get bigger. And then break these damn chains.
Yes.
That doesn't make me bigger.
Oh, you're
Are
thinking
you
a
saying-
little small. Sorry
Are
to
you
pardon
saying
the
that
expression.
You can't help me unless I break your chains?
I'm saying, so imagine what we can do for you right now. It's like if you were to take one little tiny scoop of that protein powder your friend loves so much and put it in a glass of water and shoot that back. That would do something for you.
How do you know so much about that?
But then imagine if you could do a whole pitcher of it.
In one little pill. You don't even have to chug the whole mass. It's just so much more.
How do you know about the mixture?
We've been watching you, Noit.
Watching me? How?
You're special. You came by that helmet for a reason, you know.
You were chosen long ago. Early in your missions. Think back. Think back how easy it was for you to get the helmet and no one else questioned you. They just let you have it.
I had to work for this thing. Didn't Can I need a reminder and a callback. How did he get the helmet in the first place? I can't remember. Didn't he have to fight off some Nausicaans?
It wasn't Nausicaans. It
It's a
was
Romulan. The
Romulans.
The guy
Romulans
with the
had-
rocket boots.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
the guy with the rocket boots wanted to unload the helmet. You took it in trade like magic beans for a cow, and you were super happy. He was super happy to give it up. The Romulans really kind of wanted it, and you seemed to get possession of it. They came in just about a minute too late. But that
They
helmet
didn't
So-
deserve it.
sort of fell
So
up toward you.
So I'm thinking that I had to fight off a pack of Romulans to acquire the helmet, right?
Well,
I'm trying to
in your brain
have reasoning.
Yeah, if you
for my
want to,
decisions.
depending on how you want to interpret it, basically, the Romulans arrived like 30 seconds. You basically sniped them on an eBay deal, but you as Noit can decide however you wanted to defeat them. If that makes sense. The
We all
reality
have
is
our
that.
own
But
narratives.
does that make sense, Paul?
I think so.
Yeah,
Um,
you didn't have to have any combat or anything, or even outsmart them.
Right. Okay.
But you
I was
got
just in the right
just
place
ahead
at the
of
right
them.
time.
Yeah,
That's
now,
right.
You can, and again, as Noit, you can decide coincidence or fate. Those are that's you as a player. Does that help or hurt? That probably
Yes.
hindered things.
That helps. So I'm going to go off of coincidence because I personally don't believe in fate. So neither does Noit.
It's not role playing now, is it? Then okay.
So
Sorry.
you don't get to decide you don't get to choose me. You happen to be there. I'm an opportunity to you. You're just trying to use me to get what you want without giving me anything.
You really think that 5 Romulans were unable to beat you without some sort of interference? on our
It wasn't
part?
that they beat me. I just happened to get there.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I saw an opportunity. I could take this helmet and sell it for twice as much as the Romulans wanted
Mhm.
to buy it for.
But you didn't sell it. You put it on.
Not yet.
And you
I
listened
haven't
to it.
found the proper buyer.
You crashed on this
You
moon.
you wanna lead me to the proper
And you
buyer?
left your ship. And you walked all the way here. You killed that rat outside. And you're here. And you're telling me you want to sell that thing like it's a piece of kitsch. No, you know there's power in that.
And you
Well, I
know
wanna
there's
see
a
some
connection.
power.
You know there's a connection between us and it. Otherwise, you wouldn't have come to this cave. What drew you
The
here?
reason why I came to this cave is you guys led me here. So if you're
Uh-huh.
supposed to be this all powerful beings, you know,
Well, you did show up, didn't you?
I don't believe that you would have given me thinking now I'm thinking I don't just a moment. I think that you brought me here for your own purposes, not to reward me in any way. You need me more than I need you.
You never heard of scratching someone's back so they scratch yours?
I haven't received any scratches.
God, I'm gonna have to really look at Noit's character sheet now. Well, no,
Yeah,
shit, he's a smart guy.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's not.
Sorry about
Yeah.
that. I was
I was trying
No,
to do the
dude.
same thing.
no, I was absolutely belayed by the
Well,
fact
Because his
that
reason is huge. He has
his
huge
reason's
reason.
huge. Yeah, he has huge reason, almost as big as his muscles. Nope.
Yeah.
I apologize. Yeah,
They are against type. They aren't just dumb, brawny guys.
Yeah, Noit really understands. Well, also you're an Orion. You're a gangster as a
Right.
stereotype.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
he wouldn't have been able to survive, on Orion, as just an underling. He had to be able to take advantage of situations and read them correctly in order to get himself into a position. It was only that he hooked up with this Dravok guy that got him into trouble.
Yeah. No, you've got. Oh Jesus. Yeah. I just looked through your talents too.
Uh-huh.
Again, folks, I don't really tailor these. Yeah, you got a pile of good stuff. Yeah, this is
All right.
good.
Is there anything else in this cave? I'm gonna kind of ignore the voices in my head and explore the cave.
No, don't look over there.
Yeah.
Dave.
What is it?
No, come on back.
Stay away from the curtain.
Yeah.
Do not pull the curtain.
There's nothing
Pay
over
no
there.
attention to the
It's just
man
an empty
behind the
cave.
curtain.
I knew I should never have let you guys talk. So, this is a dumb question. Is there a curtain or a hidden rock that you think he has? This is to Dave and Cam.
I think I would imagine that this depiction of us is probably is a projection of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
And this isn't what we really are. We're housed somewhere.
I like the idea.
Maybe that's here.
I all right. Cam, you got any elaboration or either yes and
Well, I was actually thinking
yes, Oprah.
Like I was going to reverse psychology him and make him free us by moving something that was guiding these beacons. So I'm like, do whatever you do, don't touch the curtain.
Don't throw me in the briar patch. Yeah.
Don't press that button.
Don't press that button. Don't press that button, Vic.
No, don't press that.
Oh shit. All right. What I'm gonna do?
Rub that lamp.
You guys are good.
Any other?
I really like working with all GMs. I like working with all players. It's just a whole different kind of joy. Well, sorry. Dave and Cameron, evens or odds?
I'm going to go even.
Dave?
I'll go on.
Okay. Dave, you're first.
Okay.
No? Even? Nope.
1 for 2.
And odd. Well, no, Cameron was even. Okay, so you got a partial success. As Noit is looking around the cave, he sees the metaphor of the two halves, right? You're also gonna see there's can you do a God, I love the phrase perception check, but nobody's fucking giving it to me. Let's go with insight and security.
Insight and security.
Mm-hmm. And anything that involves like no, archaeology. You have a focus on that. So.
Well, and ancient technology.
Yeah.
Would that fit in? So as a focus, do I get a
either one will work. The game only lets you kind of pick one.
Choose one, yeah.
It's a choose.
So
one.
does a focus give me an additional?
It increases your crit rate. So what happens is when you pick. What happens is when you apply a focus, it lets your crit range for success come up to your discipline. So that means a 4, 3, 2, or 1 all become a critical success.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Make sense?
Yeah, it does.
It's a pretty simple mechanic. And it's one that you can use while you're utterly plastered.
Right.
Which is probably becoming evident.
Okay, so he's gonna apply his ancient technology.
Yep, ancient technology.
And you said
I've got insight and security.
Insight and security.
Yes.
Okay. So he is going to roll a miss
Well, it's 2 dice.
and
You got 2 chances.
a success.
All right, that's all you needed. So you've essentially you have found that rock that someone told you not to look behind, but it's not the rock he was hoping for. You do see,
Not the rock that Noit was looking for.
you found
Hoping
the
for,
rock
rather?
that Cameron's voice was looking for. Because Cameron was trying to say, "Hey, don't look behind," or "Hey, open that rock." He accidentally directed you to the real rock that you needed.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
okay.
So you pull.
So now I found the rock.
Yep. You've pulled open a thing.
So
you pulled open a hidden panel, essentially.
You don't want me to open this rock then, huh?
Well, he wants. He
No,
actually he wants you to do that.
Oh, okay.
But
But he led me to the wrong rock.
yeah, he led you to the wrong rock.
So I open it up and see a control panel. Excellent.
So you do see a panel, and it from your engineering. It's pretty decent. Engineering insight. I'm not gonna make it roll. I'm just gonna have like minimum requirements. Your engineering knowledge lets you know that this appears to be a force field projector. It definitely is ancient. And what I need is a reason and reason and science.
Okay.
And I need 1 success. This is essentially a history roll.
Yeah.
And now I have to
Okay.
look. Now I have to sort through all the 15 open screens I have for my notes. So take your time.
Oh, I have failed twice.
Well, I don't give a shit then. Okay, great.
By 1. Only by 1.
You know,
I rolled a 14 instead of 13.
There's a reason that the word quantum is
2 14s.
There's a reason the word quantum is thrown around a lot in Star Trek. Either it is or it isn't. It's well, you missed by 1. It's at the edge of your mind in terms of this is ancient. You absolutely are aware that this is a civilization that's like a cautionary tale, like how Atlantis was. It's a cautionary tale for whatever you want to overlay. Well, for Orions, it was a cautionary tale of rising above your station. Okay,
Right.
Getting above your raisins.
So yeah, I mean, I definitely think that this is an imprisonment for 2 jokers that that rose above their station in this society, and if I release them, bad things are going to happen.
I'm gonna go with that's not outrageous. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with that.
Okay.
These are 2 people that should not be released, even though they want to be best buds forever.
I'm not going to smash any control panels or even hit any buttons.
Okay.
Unless I can make a distinction of like what they might be used for. Like if there's a way that I can muffle them, I definitely want to do that.
Hold on, muffle the 2
voices. Like silence their voices.
Okay, so
they're not connected to the helmet or something.
Okay, I see what you're gonna do. Okay.
So they're definitely connected through the helmet in some way.
Yep. They can talk through the helmet.
Do I see any symbols of anything that might indicate that the helmet has importance. Like, did the helmet originally come from here? You know, is the helmet used to see if these beings learned their lesson, kind of a thing? Is so it, like, opens communication with them, or did they somehow break into it um, to then influence whomever put it on?
Okay. So the first thing to do is crap. Give me a second to find Knight's character sheet. That's Phil's, but we don't want that. Nobody wants
Yeah,
Phil's.
Matt.
No one wants Phil's character sheet. This before, right? No, Knight. Oh, there's Knight. Okay, come on, Knight. Let me see. His reason, which is his memory, is pretty good. You're gonna have to tell me if you remember how the helmet looks, because the only way you'll know if it's, an artifact or a thing is, kind of studying it. Helmet's on your head right now. Do you want to take the
Right.
helmet off, or do you want to try and remember details?
But so you're telling me that I need to remember how it looks in order to recognize
Like symbols or
icon
yeah,
of some sort that
yeah,
is referring to it?
yeah. Unless you,
Okay, well,
basically, it's like, do you remember it, or did you study enough to remember it? Essentially, it's a recall task.
mhm. But does that mean that, like, are there multiple helmet icons and I have to choose the right one?
Well, this is the one on your head, was what I was thinking. I was perceiving that
Right.
you wanted to know if this helmet was connected to them.
Mm-hmm.
And to do that, you'd have to kind of match the iconography you see on the screen in front of you with what
Right.
may be on the hat. But do you remember enough of the hat?
Oh, so like if there are any special markings that
Yeah, like do they
helmet might have
match?
had.
That's
Okay.
what I'm headed for. Is
Oh, right. So not a general look, but something that stood out.
something that stood out. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I understand.
So you can take the hat off to look at it, or you can try and pull it from memory.
Mm.
Guys, he's looking at the control panel. I don't know what the fuck to tell you about the control panel. Paul, pretend you don't hear this. Well, that control panel.
Take out my headphones.
Even better. The control panel, and for the audience too, because this is more fun, actually.
That's a good way to
To
do
be
it.
honest, I like this. We're gonna use this in the future. The control panel definitely controls your prison controls. You are intended to be separated because together you can do other things. And so do what you will with what you want him to do. However, the control panel could also just destroy you utterly. You don't know the controls because that will be telling. So the control panel will either free you or kill you, but you don't know which buttons to push. But you do know something needs to be done. I'm going to return Paul to his thing. I can't spell.
I assume that's the universal sign for come back.
Yeah, I
Yes,
think I
you're
wrote it. Does it pop up when I write stuff in Skype? It should just pop up on my screen like that.
Oh, you know what? Okay. I'm sorry,
Sometimes
I
it
didn't
does.
have it scrolled down in the right place.
Oh, I thought
Or
it
something.
appeared on my face.
I don't know what's happening now. So,
Mine shows up on mine, but it could just be the way it's minimized or something.
okay.
All right. So either way, Paul,
All right.
you're set, and you're
I
going to
see
make some
headphone
choices.
back on.
I'm going to let the voices. You're not under any command of his. You can do what you want, but you see him near this panel that you're aware of.
Oh, are you a gambling man?
Hang on a second.
I have to decide.
Do you like to roll the dice?
I'm dying of consumption. Hurry, Noit, hurry.
So, based on the fact that he has a value of self-preservation, I'm going to say that he is not a gambling man.
Oh, I'm gonna be a dick and throw back rebellious at you.
No, I
You
consider
consider
that,
that? Okay.
but rebellious doesn't necessarily get in the way of his own. Like
Yeah.
me personally, I don't gamble because I don't have there's no gamble that I can make that I won't regret if I lose.
Okay.
Do you
That
like a
makes
sure
sense?
thing?
Yeah.
So that
Okay.
I think of that as self-preservation.
Okay.
And I don't think there's any such thing as a sure thing.
Okay. So you absolutely will
Because
take.
That's smart.
I know
sure.
Orion politics.
Okay. I definitely like strong self-preservation. All right. So so what's next? You're going to ignore them.
I am going to ignore them.
The only. All right, listen. You're not a gambling man. You believe in yourself. You're a self-possessed fellow. Now, you believe in strength. You believe in might. You believe in you. You think you know better than whatever put us here? Were you there? We were there, and I can tell you, I don't think this is fair. All right? People who put us here ain't around anymore.
Those that are judged will never feel that fairness has gone their way.
But you understand, if you go poking around in there, you're going to make a decision one way or the other. On us.
So I'm going to choose to take off the helmet.
Okay. You.
What happens when I do that?
Let me see. I'm gonna need a.
I would love to know what happens.
I'm the GM. I would love to know too. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna ask for a presence. Oh God, this is why I don't want to actually see your character sheets. When you pull off the helmet, okay, Paul, when you pull off the helmet and you're in a rapport with another entity, an entity that wants to control you, but it's also a two-way street. You control them, they can control you.
Yeah.
When you take off the helmet, breaking that link,
It's kind of like severing something, and I
is this an
will
emotional?
probably suffer some kind of whiplash from it.
Is it an emotional thing? Is it a science thing? Is it a logical thing? It's that kind of a thing. When you break it, to avoid a shock, is this kind of like an instinct or a logic thing? And how
I
would
think this
Noit
is a rebellious thing.
It's a rebellious thing. Okay. I'm glad that you just decided that's the fucking value I'm going to use. I I think it's a rebellious thing, which means it's emotional. Is a rebellion? Is this something you talk yourself into, or is this just an emotional, spur of the moment thing?
I think
Not a spike.
this is a rebellion against the voices who are clearly trying to convince me to do something for them.
Yep.
And my reason tells me that it doesn't make sense for these two beings to be trapped here in the middle of nowhere on a moon that's barely alive. So everything, my reasoning tells me that everything about this is a prison.
Okay. Yep.
So I'm going to rebel against their influence.
I love the idea that
is what I want to do.
you managed to, and I don't know if this is you personally or if this is just by accident. You managed to like back your way into reason and security, which is your two highest.
Oh,
So
okay.
well played, sir. Well played. Yeah. So you're going to logically, you're just. By the way, I need you to make up a scene in your backstory where you really did need to be rebellious. Why were you rebellious as a young Orion? The fuck happened to you?
I think that the reason I joined Noit is because someone in the Orion Syndicate,
Yep.
which I was a part of, didn't believe in me and wouldn't give me the chance to, like they said, well, we're the ruling element of this organization and we forbid you to do this. And so I rebelled against that decision.
Okay.
Joined Noit,
yeah,
which eventually got us into trouble.
Not a great idea. Okay. Yeah, so you went against whoever your leader, your gang leader was.
Right.
And said, "No, this is bullshit." And then you threw him with Noit.
Yeah, because I saw an opportunity. I'm like, no, there's a clear opportunity where we could all benefit, but you're telling me not to. I disagree with you.
Yep.
So, because I value profit.
Okay. Yeah, you saw in the Ferengi better than, well, because I always saw the Orions as like, thugs and Ferengi as these weird tactical tech Bitcoin bros. I always see them as two different. Yeah.
Yeah, and I also think that because of his friendship to Dravok, I was influenced by his Ferengi ideals, and that influence took hold just because I liked him as a friend, and I saw that what the Syndicate was trying to do was basically trying to squelch me,
Okay.
keep me under their foot.
Okay. Yep. So what I'm going to do is have you essentially reaching for the button. Yeah, you're gonna taking the helmet off is where I'm going to decide that is the cliffhanger. So you're pulling the helmet off. It's going to be, remind me again when we start next time. It's security and reason. That's what's going to let you either resist or whatever to the two bodies, to the two powerful ancient beings that are going to be kind of scrambling for their lives at this point. They either are going to be free or they're going to die. There's like two outs for them. And what I want to say is thanks, guys, for playing. And thank you all for watching. I'm just gonna go with the cliffhanger at that point, Paul. Hopefully, is that okay?
Yeah, no, I like it. I like it.
It's horrible, and literally, if we had an audience, they'd come back. But we don't.
We had an audience.
We have no audience because Cameron's kids didn't show up. Kids, you're out of the will.
They're lost. This was a great episode.
They are
I think.
lost.